because of how much you're spending for the holidays. That
It could be
spendinitis,
spendinitis.
spendinitis.
So that should be the parenting topic. Spendinitis.
That's just anybody topic. That's anybody topic. Boom. We live on YouTube. We live on Instagram.
We live on my Instagram. We there, baby.
We live,
Hello.
live and Chuck and Jive.
Chuck and Jive. Hey, man. We live everywhere. So, hey, man, welcome back to another episode of Technically Speaking, where we are giving you
News.
That you can use.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So we got the host. Well, most of us, 3 out of 4. We'll take 3 out of 4, man.
I take, you know what I'm saying?
She's off with the family, so shout out to her and the family out there, man. Merry Christmas.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Out.
How
And
y'all
Merry
doing
Christmas
tonight,
to all
right?
y'all out there.
Say what?
Merry Christmas to everybody out there.
That's right.
Merry Christmas to everyone out there, man. We were just talking about that spendinitis.
Spendinitis.
I'm a little under the weather right now because I caught that spendinitis. I was spending too much for Christmas. I'm over here just watching the wifey spend like she spend that shit.
Yeah, right.
You know, when you say spendinitis, it makes me think of like a like if somebody's like losing a kidney or something, like spendinitis.
That's what it feels like. Isn't losing money like losing a kidney?
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Oh, don't talk to me about losing money. Oh God.
It sounds like it sounds like a real symptom because soon enough it will be. You know, like
Hopefully not, man. I'm not. I plan to live to the point where I can be like, just throw it in the bag. Oh,
right.
Hey, I'm like that when I hit that Dollar General, baby. Like,
Hey.
I don't even check the price tag. Just throw it in the bag.
just throw it in the
Throw
bag.
it in the bag.
I take this
Walking
20,
out with bagfuls.
Hey.
putting down a confident $20 bill, like I got this.
Keep the change.
Yeah,
So I just got all my Christmas shopping in today, man. Right under the wire.
Hey,
I'm worse than you. There's one more person I gotta buy a gift for, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to get it in. Like, ooh, it's about to hear my chinny chin chin, boys. Ooh wee. It
You
just I
guys are
looked
so
up
nice.
and I'm like, damn, this is the week of Christmas.
2 days.
y'all
Good.
so
3
nice.
days, 2 or 3 days now. 3 days.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Y'all so nice. We do family traditions, and that takes away from, buying the gifts. Don't get me wrong, the kids getting gifts, but it's all about the family. Like that's the reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
Yes,
You know what
I'm
I'm
with
saying?
that 100%.
Yeah.
I don't. So I don't get too like crazy or excited about any holiday because I try to make it a holiday every
Every
day,
day.
man.
Yeah.
So like name a holiday I don't get excited for because if I got it, man, it's gonna be Christmas, birthdays, Valentine's Day on a random Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like
Hey, Fat Tuesday.
what you say?
Fat Tuesday. That's a holiday, right?
It is.
That is
It
not a holiday. That's just a celebration.
It's a
That's a New Orleans celebration, baby.
Okay.
That's when you go
Going
downtown.
baby.
Yeah.
Well, how y'all doing tonight? Y'all good? Y'all straight?
Man,
Yeah. Doing great,
like,
man.
straight like up and down 6 o'clock on the big bean. You dig? I'm feeling good.
That is straight. I was looking at I was
Yeah.
visualizing that.
Boop.
I was like, that is straight, huh?
Yes,
How you
sir.
doing, Dr. Poole? You good? You straight?
Yeah, buddy. A little tired, but gonna push through.
I feel
Trying to
that.
get this. I'm trying to get as many accounts done as possible so I could take some time off in between Christmas and New Year's, take like a little mini vacation. So trying to
Okay.
cram them in, get them in
That's
there so I can
what's up.
take some extra time off.
That's what's up, man. Hopefully everyone else out there is feeling good too, man. I'm a little under the weather, like I said, man. But I think I know why. I caught something from one of the kids, but I think my immune system was low because I was up late Friday night, and then I was up late Saturday night rewatching what played Friday night. Let's start this thing off, man.
Man.
What happened
Yes, sir.
Friday night, Dr. Poole?
Man, well, a lot of stuff happened, and it all revolved around Netflix, man. We're going to talk about Jake Paul, and then later on, we're going to have a little surprise. We're going to talk about Dave Chappelle. Again, we was just talking about this guy, man. But, yeah, Netflix, for the last couple of weeks, we've been, ironically enough, talking a lot about Netflix, with the Netflix Paramount deal. And we were having a discussion about what would be better to invest in at the time, Paramount or Netflix. And with all this content that Netflix keeps on pushing out, this live content, like it seems more of an investment to go with Netflix than it might be Paramount right now. So Netflix did a great job in giving us a little boxing event. Jake Paul was the main card. He versus Andrew Joshua, I believe was his name, AJ. But there was a pretty Anthony Joshua, right?
Yep.
Something like that, yeah. It was a good fight, man. He broke his jaw, bro. Broke his jaw in two places, man. But before we get to there, man, we got there was a card. There was a few other fights going on, man. If you could throw up the picture of those cards, man. The first guy was Kevin Cervantes versus Jamal Harvey. It was like the lightweights. The first fight, they ended in a 6-round knockout, TKO decision. Went to the card, and we got Anderson Silva. He went against Tyrone Woodley, which was an interesting fight because these are two MMA guys. And for me personally, I thought it was kind of a sloppy fight. I was waiting for someone to go for a takedown, but that ended in the second round with a TKO. Also, the ref stopped it. Woodley couldn't continue. Then there was Alicia Baumgardner. She went against Layla Badoon. It was like pretty much America versus Canada. And these ladies, they went 12 rounds, man. I think it was like 12 3-minute rounds. And the highlight of this was the fact that it was the first time girls boxed for 3 minutes per round, 12 rounds like the men. Normally they do 2-minute rounds, and it's a total of 10 rounds. So that's kind of what made this Netflix card go so long. I mean, this could have been like a 30-minute program, if it weren't for these women. And they pushed it to the end. Alicia, she took it out. She won with a TKO 12th round decision. They were battling for a belt. It was the Unified Super Featherweight Championship. So Alicia Baumgardner, she maintained her championship, and she reminded me of like a little Mike Tyson, honestly, watching her go out there and scrap. I was like, she kind of got that short, stocky, like Mike Tyson movement. And that poor Canadian girl she just got beat up for 12 rounds. It kind of lost interest.
Did you say something along the lines that Alicia was Kendrick and Layla was Drake in that fight?
Yeah. Once again, if you look at this is just America whooping Canada's ass in every way again. And what a great representation. I'm sure Kendrick Lamar was proud. She came out with dope ass instrumental, man. It sounds like somebody could make a rap song off that instrumental she came out with. She had to do it with the violin, man. That was sick. It sounded good too. But of course, we got the main event: Jake Paul versus this guy Anthony Joshua, man. And I touted it out last week, man. I said it was probably going to be a good fight. I said that my main goal was to hopefully see Jake Paul get knocked to the canvas, because that's something that a lot of people have been waiting to see.
Ooh.
And a little bit more than that happened, man. You guys saw the fight too, though, huh? What did you guys see, man?
I watched it twice. Just to get ready for this, man.
Yeah.
Tell me what you thought, man.
Before Gmo, let me go ahead and say something.
Go ahead.
All right. A lot of people were giving Jake Paul kudos, for having a fight and everything. But look, I can't compete against both of these guys, any of these guys, because I am not a boxer. But it looked like Jake Paul probably didn't take this fight as serious as Anthony did.
I gotta agree with that.
100.
Yeah.
Because the way I saw it, and I was like, bruh, I've never seen Anthony Joshua until he got into the ring. I was like, wait a minute. He's fighting him?
Yeah, right. The size difference was amazing.
This was the opposite of the David and Goliath story. I completely it was like, I honestly think Anthony knew he was going to do some damage to him, like do some real damage. Like you said, he broke his jaw in a couple places, but it was like, I just felt like Jake Paul was a bit too confident, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe he was just trying to sell the fight, but he didn't look as confident as he did when he was in that match because he was falling everywhere. Somebody said he twisted his ankle or something like that. But it was like then he tried to hate. It looked like he tried to body slam him because he had on the Hulk Hogan gear. So maybe maybe his Hulk Hogan
so sloppy, man.
WWE instinct probably clicked in. You know, maybe his brother, what is Luke Paul or
Logan Paul?
Logan Paul probably told him like, look, go for the body slam if you can't beat him. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it just, you know what I'm saying? He like, and that KO pop, that knockdown punch, the one that when he looked, he was like, oh, he really hit me. It was like, to me, it felt like, you know what I'm saying? I told him not to do that. When he got hit like that, it was like, I told him not to hit me like that. We had a plan. We had a plan. And it just didn't go right.
What about you, G? Right. What'd you think about that thing?
I feel like Corey, man, I don't think he took it serious. I don't think he took it serious, or maybe he just underestimated his opponent. Because I felt the same exact way, man. When that boy Anthony Joshua walked into that ring, I was like, ooh, I don't know nothing about this dude, but I'm looking at him, his stature, and then they threw his stats up there. I was like, ooh, he fighting the real one.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm like, I was low-key rooting for Jake Paul just because I know Jake Paul. I don't know Anthony Joshua, never heard of him till now, but that was my first thought. And then once it started, you could see it in Jake Paul's face, man. He was like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you could see it in his face, man. Like,
all
that cockiness, it was gone, man. That dude was running. Like, he was running. He kept hugging him too much. Like, one of my sons, he's a huge Jake Paul fan, and he was going into it. Imagine being a 10-year-old boy, and that's your hero, right? You going, and he was super excited. Jake Paul, everything, like, but as the fight started progressing, he was like, what is he doing? Like, that's garbage. Like, he was so disappointed. Like, all the young boys around the world, I can imagine they were disappointed like him because he kept hugging them, kept falling to his knees. Like, I was like,
that's what it is. Yeah, man, that's a hell of a tactic. Like, one thing, that's a cheat tactic, man. It's a way to try and slow down your opponent, but it was also like the fact that the ref didn't count like the first 7 or 8 of those as like technical knockdowns. It was unbelievable to me, because after it got to like 4 or 5, I'm like, man, this motherfucker is getting, this is a knockdown, man. This is a fucking knockdown point right here. How come? And then finally, like after the 6th or 7th time he did it, the ref got in there and started counting and shit. And I remember the commentators, they mentioned like they made it a point to take out the 3 knockdown rule. There was no 3 knockdown rule, you know. So this nigga fell to the floor 7, 8 times. He should have been out in the first round, second round at least, you know, like once he started stumbling. But I don't know. What else did you guys think about it?
He shouldn't wear Hulkamania gear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He came out to Hulk Hogan.
I didn't understand that.
The Real American, right? That was his song.
I get it, but if you was gonna fight like that, you didn't do the Hulkamaniacs any justice, bro.
No,
you didn't.
Yeah, if you ask me, he's probably, because he said he's going to take some time off to let his jaw rewire and stuff. But I would not be surprised at all to see him slide into WWE with his brother and slowly take over fucking the WWE with his brother. Now that he's got these fights under his belt, he got a little bit of credibility to help build up his name in the wrestling industry and whatnot. But man, what do you think
really
about?
Have credibility though? Does he?
Yeah, I mean,
everyone is saying this is what happens when you fight a real fighter.
Yeah, especially after this fight. Like, I mean, if you can take a right cross and get your jaw broken in 2 places, and then come back and want to still do something. Yeah, you know what, you deserve a chance in the WWE, where they'll punch you in the face, but they're not going to break your fucking jaw, you know?
I feel like WWE is more his speed. Like, okay,
his brother's doing great.
You tried out this whole boxing thing, but this ain't really where you at, homie. You really want this.
This ain't what you want.
He can transition in there. He could have the boxer gimmick where he's got a killer right hand and knocks everybody out with like a right hand, and that's like his finisher and shit. But Logan Paul, his brother, you know, is trying to do some politic, and I wouldn't be surprised if you saw Anthony Joshua in the WWE make an appearance, the way Logan Paul was getting in his face afterwards when they were in the ring and AJ was celebrating. But
Mr. T did back in the
day.
He sure did. He so did. So this is one thought that I thought about after Jake Paul had his ass handed to him. This is what let me know that the Mike Tyson one was fixed, dude. Like, because if Mike Tyson was really fighting for real, he would have put that ass whooping on him too, dog. Like, you can tell Mike Tyson was holding back, man. You could tell he was holding back.
It looked like this guy was too in the first couple of rounds.
You could tell he let it go as long as it did. If he would have wanted to, he probably could have knocked him out in the first round. Guaranteed.
You know, I don't think Mike Tyson was holding back. I think Mike Tyson was we saw him work out 45-second clips and stuff of Mike Tyson working out. You know what I'm saying? We don't know his real regimen. And Mike Tyson's 50, bro. Getting in the ring with somebody who
he's older than that, though, right?
He didn't hit him with one solid punch, man. If Mike Tyson would have actually hit that guy with one real solid punch, he would have knocked his fucking head off, man. He would have knocked his freaking head off, in my opinion. And you could see Mike Tyson so many times, and then he just didn't. He didn't throw the punch, man. You see this guy go, and he holds back. He doesn't throw the punch, man.
I did see a lot of that, and then the biting of the gloves and all that stuff.
Yeah,
crazy.
Wasn't their fight an exhibition? The Tyson one?
Yeah.
This one was fully sanctioned. So I believe Anthony.
Oh, by Florida, yep.
I feel like he to make it worth the money, right? Give a good show. He let the man cook. He let him cook for the first 5 rounds. Then after that, he was like, okay, show's over. Bang. Got him. Yeah, I think that's what Tyson got paid to do, man. Tyson got paid to put on the show, help Jake Paul build that credibility, as you said, right? But if it was fully sanctioned, there's no way Jake Paul would have been able to last in that ring with Tyson. He's older, but I mean, he has that experience, man. Because it's not just it's not just a physical game. It's a mental game. It's an art, and there's strategy in it too. With Tyson's age comes those years of strategizing. You know what I mean?
It does.
So,
but
that's my take.
Yeah, I see that too, but I still don't think I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was fixed. I would say is this: the fight we saw was the fight we wanted to see in Tyson. You feel what I'm saying?
Here's the future. You know, after this win, AJ he called out Tyson Fury, man. So we might get an Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight, and I've seen Tyson Fury fight. He's a good fighter, and so. Real good. And this is supposed to be a legendary English Britain matchup, I guess, because they're both from the UK apparently or some shit like that. So and when that fight comes up, I watch that. We should watch that too, and then we can report on that because that'll probably be a great fight. Now that we've seen what this guy looks like, but
let's do it.
Look at the fight.
This did kind of made me it opened my eyes to Anthony Joshua's. I'm like, okay, this dude is sick with it. I like this. Yeah. I'm down, man. When is that? Do we got a date for that yet?
Nah. But Tyson Fury, he did get on the internet and started talking shit afterwards. It was a phone call. But just before we move on, man, there's one more battle that happened, and it was right before the main event, and it was the English national anthem versus the American national anthem. And I just gotta say, I feel like that English girl didn't do a very good job. I think the nerves got the best of her because her voice was jumping all over the place. But when America got out there and she started singing the American anthem so beautifully and loudly, I was like, oh, America won.
You think so?
I think America dominated, man. Once England started saying worship the king, I'm like, oh, fuck that king, dog. Fuck that nigga.
I wasn't impressed with either one of them. I definitely wasn't impressed with the American girl. I don't know who
she is. Good?
Here's the thing, coming from the military,
she lip singing?
No, she put too many extras on it, man. Just sing the way it's supposed to be sung, man. Right. She put all this, she trying to spice it up, man. I'm just like, I don't like it. I wasn't.
What was her name?
I don't even know her name.
I respect that. Yeah, I don't know either of these people. I didn't even write their names. I just wrote America and England.
And don't get me wrong, I saw her and I'm like, okay, this girl, she about to blow. She looked like a Southern country belle or something. So I'm expecting her to come through and just, I'm trying to feel murder.
That's what she was doing. I think she tried to do that, but it just didn't come off right, huh?
Nah, keep it simple.
She definitely had more energy than England did.
She had more energy. She had more energy, but I wasn't impressed. I wasn't
Yeah,
impressed.
I mean, you got to think about it. When people performing on a national stage like that, they probably trying to get other gigs. So there, she did the hooping and the hollering, right?
She was hooping and hollering. Like she
Because I, based off what you tell me, I didn't see it.
It
Honestly,
lasted a couple minutes.
yeah,
It's
you know
like
what I'm
2
saying.
the
minutes.
song should have
But
been done. She's always see. You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that.
nah,
So,
you ain't
it's the
gotta do
one
all
time
that.
she on television, she's like, Netflix, I got 81 million. Like, nah, that's not that many people watching this fight. It's
Yeah.
not Tyson.
Nah, I will say this though, man. I know they get in the bag because I saw every time the camera ran around the whole the arena that
Yeah.
was packed. I'm like, ooh, I wonder
Yeah.
how much he made just off the ticket sales.
Yeah,
Not
I don't
no
remember the name of it.
I don't.
I
It was
think,
in Miami. It was a big arena.
I think that's where they play the basketball. I think that's where the Heat play at, man. I saw some
That makes
posters
sense.
on the wall, like the
That makes
basketball
sense.
players.
No,
I don't know what it's called though.
I'm sure they got the bag off the tickets, and then whatever their split is with Netflix, they made their money. They got that bag. So kudos to them on that one. I give
Good
it to
fight,
them
man.
for getting that bag.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad we had a chance to talk about it, man. That's
Yeah,
all I got for the segment, but yeah, man.
we gonna keep it. What we talking about next, y'all?
well, look, you know what I'm saying. Hi, YouTube. That's what I wanted to say.
How you doing?
So YouTube will be hosting the Oscars come 2029, right? And if you pay attention to trends and if you pay attention to things like this, remember the Oscars was on ABC for about 50 years, and with that 50 years, you
That
know,
long?
yeah, it was yes.
Do people care about the Oscars? I'm just keeping it. I'm just honest question. Anyone watching this, chime in the comments. Do you actually care about the Oscars?
I'm gonna say I do, and the reason why I care about the Oscars, and I'm going back to it. If by 2029 everything will be streaming, right? TV, television, content going to be created by people using phones, people using small cameras. You'll be able to have 2-man camera teams, 1-man camera team, and I believe the reason why YouTube is going to be hosting that because they're going to come out with some more categories that is going to be how would I say beneficial for creators, right? I've been doing research,
like a streamer category.
Not so much streamer category, more so because streaming is a bit different. They have those type of awards, but now there's vertical content that's being created. Vertical television episodes are going to be created. They started that in yeah, and it's $1 billion industry in China now. So, and Instagram rolled out 20-minute vertical reels, right? So now you can be able to shoot a movie or shoot a 15-minute short film and put it on YouTube or put it on Instagram.
I see what you're saying. So they posturing for the future.
There you go. That's why it's 2029. It's not coming into another 3 years. Well, yeah, 3 more years. So my thing with that is it's like, will you watch it? Everybody gonna watch it. The only difference is, look, and I'm saying it here first. There's gonna be a little feature that you can click on the screen to make it horizontal. If when you pull it up, it's gonna be vertical. It's gonna be a button say, "Do you want to watch it 16:9 or 9:16?" Because they already doing it now.
I can see that. I mean, we got that option here on Technically Speaking. Because if you're on IG, you watching it in that the vertical, right?
Box.
Yeah. If you're on YouTube, you watching it in horizontal. Good. Okay, you got a good point there. Hey, speaking of which, hold on, before you continue, since I pointed that out, for those of you watching on YouTube, go ahead and click that like button and that subscribe button. So back to Corey Giovanni. Okay, you made a very valid point there.
So this is what this is coming to, guys. For those who out there, creators turn film content, creators turn film directors and movie makers. Content is gonna be streaming on YouTube like regular television. Just consider this is the new age of technology. And you're getting a brief view of the window right now.
There you go.
There you go.
Good point.
What do you guys think about it, though, Donald? What do you think about it?
I think it's good. I think it'll help boost the economy a little bit.
Okay. How boosting the economy? Like people buying like more cameras, people paying less, like they'll be able to film, like freely film. Cause I just got a gang of ideas when you said boost the economy.
Yeah, man, I think you're going to definitely see more independence, probably smaller based cameras. Like, I don't know, it seemed like I got a GoPro camera I should probably be using more of, man. It seemed like something that would be great right now, for trying to create your own content, but I've never really been a super techie guy, so I'm not really sure. But I do know that you don't need a lot of people, and in some cases, all you need one or two and a good cell phone, and you can make shit happen. So,
Yeah.
Good point.
What about you, Geronimo? What do you think?
Personally, I ain't got a dog in that fight because I don't watch the Oscars. Only unless someone cool is hosting it, like Chris Rock or something. But other than that, but I see your point. There's still it ain't about me. It's about the rest of the consumers in the world. I think.
yeah, the Oscars. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I think you're onto something, man. Like I'm thinking the ad revenue, right? So
Yeah.
'cause I'm assuming that by 2029, maybe there's more people holding the phone, watching it there than actually watching the TV. So now that ad revenue was going that route. So I can see Don's point in that, to where that ad revenue is just going to be redirected to that platform. So I definitely see that. In addition to what y'all was talking about as far as the creator economy, right? Maybe more smaller cameras are being bought. Maybe more people are doing stuff with phones, and maybe and I would imagine if it's out there, I don't know if it's out there or not, but maybe people got multiple phones with a switcher and they're switching, the cameras, their phones instead of like the actual traditional cameras, right?
Yeah.
So I could see that. I mean, I could definitely see. Ooh, okay, you got my brain going now too. So we talking data centers, right?
Yeah.
The data centers, that's your gateway, man, because AI is the new plug and data is the new what?
Drug.
Man.
Yeah.
And everything that revolves around the Oscars has to do with marketing or advertising for someone or something at some point anyway. So the whole thing is a fucking commercial.
Yeah, it is. It is. And all of that's going to be hosted and ran through data centers. Now that I think about it, so now the data centers and the big players in that arena, the Amazon Web Services, the Google Clouds, the Microsoft Azures,
the AMDs,
they about to come up.
Boom.
They about to come up.
See where I'm going with it, right? You see where I'm going.
Hold on. You just okay. They about to come up. Yeah. Because whoever, I don't know who hosts YouTube. Like, I don't know what cloud service YouTube uses, but I would imagine probably Google Cloud. I think about it, but the cloud industry about to be booming. I didn't even think about that. Oh man, yeah. It's okay. Go ahead.
So people are gonna need to get more storage for their cell phones so that they can have capacity for it.
Yeah,
maybe and maybe not, because of the fact. Remember, streaming is only app based, so it's data in, data out. You feel what I'm saying? It's not being stored on the device. Like, you're not. Like videos, unless you're downloading things, it's not being stored on the device.
But if you're doing any type of screen captures as a creator and you're republishing and doing some commentating on it, that eats up a lot of space. So I think yes too. It depends on where you are in the spectrum, right? Because you got some consumers will just consume it and watch it, so they won't need extra storage. You may have content creators like us that might commentate on it, that might do some screenshots or video captures and make their own content republishing. So I feel like yes on all sides. Yeah, damn, this is a bit bigger than when I originally thought.
Yeah. It's bigger than Nino Brown, Craig. Wait a minute, you already know.
Yeah. That's gonna be big, man. That's gonna be big. And ooh. Now my question to you is this YouTube's way of kind of competing with Netflix and what Netflix is doing with the fights? And
of course, like YouTube has a studio out here over in it's called it's over here near Playa del Rey. I went to like back in 2017, and it's just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So, but it's like nobody really know about it. You know, they have Silicon Valley up north, but they call it Silicon Beach down here. And that's where like a lot of startups in the tech world in Southern California have their places right, like up in like the Los Angeles County area. So they all are over in Silicon Beach. And I say that to say this: pay attention to what's coming. Especially, you got 3 years. We got the 3-year jump on this. Think about what's going on because Netflix just started signing podcasts, right?
Yeah.
So imagine what YouTube is going to do because right now the biggest streamers is Netflix and YouTube. Think about it.
Touche.
And one of them is free. Just say it.
Good point. Nah, there's a lot of money to be made. Donald, when you said that, I think you hit something it's gonna help boost the economy in more ways than one, in more industries than one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's finna go down. It's finna go down because even all of the data centers that are hosting all of that has to be maintained. So your HVAC technicians, your electricians, your plumbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, your construction folks, because they're gonna have to keep those buildings modified and updated. Your industrial security people, they gonna be
inspectors gonna get jobs.
Yeah,
it's gonna create taxes, more taxes. Maybe it might help lower our taxes.
I don't know about that one. Hey, don't hold your breath on that one.
I'm not hoping too much.
Don't hold your breath on that one.
Yeah, I'm asking for too much now. Oh shit!
I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that one, dog.
But keep in mind the opportunities that's going to be out there, though.
It's gonna be a lot of opportunities, man.
It's gonna be a lot of opportunities, and here's the thing: you have time to prepare for it.
Good point. News you could use. So just remind that this is something that's gonna send shockwaves in a positive way across multiple industries. So I would say anyone watching this, if you're younger, look into whatever profession that you might be considering and look at this as a way that's going to help boost that. Because you get that type of show programming, that's just going to be the first of many. And then there's going to be another arms war. Okay, it's really going to, damn, you just made a good point. The fight is really going to be between Netflix and YouTube, dog. Those are going to be the real competitors.
And there's going to be the free and the paid. Because if podcasts are now going to Netflix, I'm sure Netflix has a deal with iHeartRadio. So they're going to have to remove those other platforms off of the free platforms, which are YouTube. Good point.
Like Joe Rogan did when he had his deal with Spotify. He had to. When he got that deal with Spotify, he was just putting out clips, but you didn't get the full episodes.
Yeah.
Good point.
So if you want to watch The Breakfast Club, you got to have Netflix.
Well, I got Netflix, so I'm Gucci. So
yeah. Everybody has Netflix. That's why they can do that.
yeah, and everybody has YouTube. So this is really going to be the real battle moving forward.
Disney that's trying to take over everything, really. I mean, they're the number 3 that's making everybody say you have to be a part of us. You're no longer yourselves, right?
Right. Well, Disney, let me just tell you, Disney's smart. They will always have the legacy card and the experience more so because Disney was here before Netflix. Disney was here before YouTube.
Yep.
And guess what? Disney, you can go to Disneyland. You can only go to a Netflix pop-up, and you can only go to a YouTube studio. But Disney has lanes. They have Disney World, and they're not just in America.
They got Disney cruises.
Yeah, but Disney's also like they're gobbling up all the other streaming services to try and become number 1. Like they bought Hulu, they got ESPN, they got National Geographic. They have all these other things that are now underneath their own umbrella, and you can't get to them now unless you go to the Disney app and shit. So it's weird to see how they're trying to buy everything to compete against YouTube and Netflix, because if they're 1 and 2, who's number 3? The only people who might be coming up on them is Disney, because they're buying everybody else's shit to try and make their shit as big as their stuff as big as the other corporations' stuff.
You're right.
In my opinion.
That's the big 3. That's the new big 3 right there.
What
There's a Black Mirror episode, man. If you guys ever watch Black Mirror, I think it's on Hulu. It's in the first season. I haven't made it past this episode. It's like episode 3 or 4. And that's what it comes down to. Everybody who's working is working on electrical bikes to have fill the city with electricity and shit. That's everybody's job. But everybody's goal is to try and make it to one of these 3 streaming services, and that's your way out, you know. And one is entertainment music, one is like sports, and the other one is pornography. And these are your 3 routes that everybody's trying to fucking.
That sound like the hood game. Remember, if you ain't got you gotta sell crack rock if you ain't got a hook it jump shot. That's a quote from Biggie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People thought it was either entertainment or sports to get out of the hood. Yep. I didn't even think about porn. So I guess
I was sure we have friends that did it.
Yeah, they had the guy from Wakanda in that episode, man. It was the Chikalu, not the brother who was the ape, but the one who was on the rhino. That guy.
I know it's about
Winston Duke.
Yeah. He was in that episode, and the thing was, it was his girl. He met a girl, and the girl got her opportunity, and they picked her, but she had to choose the pornography route. And so he's watching her on the pornography shit while he's working, going crazy in his brain and shit. And he gets an opportunity because he's like, he goes off for a musician, and then he qualifies. And in the end, he wanted to get there so he could kill himself to try and prove to everybody, like, look, this shit ain't real. And then they offered him a gig on their show as the guy who fucking threatens to kill himself. And the guy took the deal, you know, and he made it out, you know. So when you're talking about these streaming services, yeah, man, big 3, and it'll be the Oscars for streaming only. It won't be Oscars for movies and TV daytime shows. Gone.
Well, I mean, let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Only people who watch daytime shows are like the old folks say, they stories. I gotta watch my stories.
I'm working, right? So I ain't got time for that.
I'm working.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, man.
Now, I could probably watch it in the background if it was what?
Streaming.
There you go.
Okay. I was like,
That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
Yeah, man.
Yo, so you made a good point with Disney, right? Yeah. That I would say they're up there. It's the big 3. You got Netflix, YouTube, and then you got Disney. Speaking of Disney, what we gonna talk about next, Corey?
Well, you know, Disney been in the streaming field for a lot right now. So Avatar Fire and Ash came out, which is a Disney IP, right? And so I didn't watch it because of the fact that I don't think I can stay awake in the movie theaters like that. Those movies are like 3 or 4 hours long. However, it had a great turnout. And to be honest, I wasn't even gonna go for that. I wanted to go because they had tagged on the Avengers Doomsday trailer to it.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, so because they knew people are not gonna go watch that movie and stay away. The movie
I don't have there's no inclination to be like, I gotta go watch the new Avatar movie.
Yeah.
And I watched the first 2 and they were good. But I'm just like, yeah.
I saw the first one. I fell asleep in the theater. Woke back up and it was still on. Fell asleep again and woke up and it was just ending.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I gotta do that, nah. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Scarface where I can sit there and watch, you know what I'm saying, a 3-hour movie and be amped in it. Nah. This ain't
hello to my little friend.
So this ain't that, and that ain't this, bro. I'm just keeping it one down.
Okay, Jada Kiss.
And cracking kids, right?
Yeah. Man, for me, I'm a completionist, man. So I'll probably watch it just so I can say that I completed it. But I mean, for me, the first one was okay because it was different. The second one, I started really seeing all the little hidden messages and all the undertones. And I didn't like it. It was just too many hidden messages about the environment and stuff like that. The killing of the whales, save the whales, and all that stuff. Like, it kind of turned me off, man. So I'm not excited about this third one at all. It's to me personally, I feel like, what are they going to try and push in this movie? Like, what are they going to push? Is there an election coming up or something?
They try to get people to go see that Marvel's trailer because each week there's a new Marvel trailer attached to the movie
There's 4 different
Ash.
ones. Yeah.
So we got one last week. We're supposed to be coming with a new one this week. That's the
For all the leakers out there. I'm waiting for y'all to leak that on the internet so I can watch that. Come on, let's go.
Leak it
Let's
and
go.
tag us in it.
Yeah, speaking up in that thing. Let's go. We don't get in trouble because we didn't do it. Huh?
We didn't do it.
We just reported it.
You leaked it for a reason. You wanted us to see. So at least you know you got 6 eyeballs that'll look at it.
There you go. You got any numbers on it, man? What it do opening weekend, man? You got that?
Nope. I wasn't really championing this topic. I just wanted to let people know about the videos that's coming along with it, like the Marvel.
Okay.
The Marvel.
Okay. So if you want to get that the first look at the Doomsday, okay, I see what you because I didn't know where you was going with it. I'm thinking you about to share opening weekend numbers and I thought we was finna do a review.
Nope. Yeah, nah. Look, you know what I'm saying? This ain't that type of show. We gonna keep it real with you. We not gonna sugarcoat it whether we like it or not. The movie is 3 hours and 17 minutes. You know how much time a day that takes out of my day? 3 hours and 17 minutes. That's half of a work shift for a part-time employee. You know what I'm saying? I could have made 400 phone calls. You know, no 300. No.
But what about when Doomsday comes out though?
When Doomsday, that's different. I'm attached to the Marvel series. I'm vested in it. I'm not vested in this. But Rotten Tomatoes gave it 68%. IGN gave it 9 out of 10. And IMDb gave it 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, so it might be worth it. It might be.
It ain't worth 3 hours, bro. It's not.
I can't take my kids. They not sitting around that long, sitting still. So it'll be more. I'll be paying for stress.
There you go.
Yeah, that's not.
There's only so much popcorn you can eat.
And expensive ass candy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm sneaking it in because I bought it at the Dollar General anyway. So
right.
Don't act like I'm the only one that does it. Don't even try.
Baggy pants, man. Buy some baggy jeans and you sneak all the candy you want up in there. You can sneak whole entire combo meals.
Hell yeah! Hey, the good thing is the baggy jeans are back in style. So hell yeah!
Look, let me tell you something, and I'm gonna keep it real deal, Holyfield. Them people who work at the concession stands ain't tripping about us coming in with candy. They not gonna be no candy police.
They just trying to get
9 times out of 10, they scared about. They be like, "Oh, you really gonna like
nothing.
no?"
I don't see nothing. They just standing there
like they're gonna ask you, "Do you want to buy this candy?" No, I got my own. Thank you. Have a nice day. That's it. Next, because there's 500 people in line that's gonna buy some candy, so they ain't stressing on me.
They making their money. They making their money.
Exactly. It ain't gonna hurt them. They don't get a commission off the candy.
They don't.
You feel me?
They
They're just happy to get people through those doors right now, man. Like, please come.
For real.
Fill our seats.
The movies ain't going nowhere, man.
They're not going nowhere.
They're like, it's like you said, for those of us that don't go, there's gonna be 500 other people that's gonna go.
Exactly.
So let's move to our heroes highlight, man. Once again, for the people, Corey, explain what the heroes highlight is.
The heroes highlight of the week is when you have people who take actions into their own hands, and it's an outcome to better others besides themselves. And this young lady, Chaya Dadan, she did something extremely selfless. As you guys knew, and for those who don't know, Australia had a mass shooting at a school, and all of us on here are parents or have loved ones who are parents.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst thing you can ever get is a call saying that your child's school is on lockdown because there's a mass shooter. But another thing is the give it a bit of saving grace. There's people like Chaya Dadan who love kids like that they were her own, and she shielded quite a few kids.
Well, let's play the clip.
Let me not over talk it. Y'all go ahead.
Let's play the
clip.
I feel like I'm a hero. I feel like everyone was a hero in that situation. If I could give up my life saving these children, that's what I was going to do. So I climbed up from under the bench and I grabbed the kids from their mothers and I just jumped on top of them, and I was just holding them and saying Shema and they didn't really know what it was. So I was just telling them, repeat after me. And I was telling it to everyone around me. And I felt just so circled with love in a field of hatred. Like I felt like we had to be the light in all the darkness surrounding us.
Thank you so much.
I went under surgery and Baruch Hashem, it went well and they got the bullet out. And I'm walking on crutches now and I'm living my life to the fullest for the people who couldn't in that situation. And I'm channeling all of that energy, all of that trauma and all of that things, all of those noises, all of those things, I'm channeling that into strength to be strong for the people around me. And I'm being the light for the people who can't anymore.
See, man, go ahead.
As a parent, you want to know that there's teachers on the campus that would do this, because of the fact that person, she said that she wanted to protect them as if that they were their own. Man, do you know how choked up that makes me feel? Because of the fact that our babies, that's the worst feeling when they're not in our care, and something like that you hear about, let alone you see it on a TV news or something. You go into automatic like, oh my God. Of course you're going to pray if you are a prayer. But then the concern kicks in, worry kicks in, fear kicks in, and then it's like, what can you do? Thank God that there's people on campuses like that.
Man,
so
real,
kudos to her, man. Give her a round of applause.
Hey, real.
You know what I'm saying? And some bombs on that bad boy.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. Cause she's young too. She's a teenager. So when I saw that, and she straight up was like, I was willing to die for those kids. I was just like, ooh, that's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Like, that's what's up. Cause I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. Like, cause it's about them kids, man. But what got me was for someone so young to have that light in them. I respect that, man. That something like that, man, gives me hope for the future, dog. Like straight up. So shout out to her, man. And
at least in Australia,
at least in Australia. You know, I feel like there's people here that would do it too. I mean, all of us would. So I'm sure
I'm not gonna lie, man. At 12 years old, I don't know if I'd have the capacity to think to save others. I would pray I would even have the capacity to think to save myself, and I wouldn't be one of those who froze, like I would assume most kids would do in that situation, just freeze, let alone I'm going to save myself, But yeah, to have that mind frame for such a young age is amazing. And, amazing. I wonder, and it's just not to tie anything in, but I heard about this last week, and we were talking about last week, the laws being changed down there with the social media for the minors and everything like that. And I wonder if there's a connection between that shooting and the new rules and stuff like that. I don't know, but ultimately,
I don't think that's far-fetched, man. I mean, because
it's not.
And I don't want to let that take away from her sacrifice. Like this girl, what she did is like, I don't think I would. She's stronger than I am. I don't think
she's a hero. She's a hero. She's a straight up hero. She is a real life hero, man. So hey, shout out to her, man. How do you say her? How do you pronounce her name again? Because you did it the right way.
Shaya Dadan.
Hey, shout out to her, man. Let's give her another one. That's just, man. So that's our heroes highlight for the week, man. We about to switch it over to the parenting topic. What are we talking about today, man? As far as being a millennial parent.
It's a millennial parent, but I think this is for every parenting. Have you ever had a situation where something happened and your kids is around you, and you can do something illegal, but your kids is watching?
Ooh,
your kids is watching. And then you also have to tell yourself, like, you're trying to be better, you're trying to be different, and you have to take accountability. That happened to me this weekend. So I got out, picked up my kids from school. We was headed to the grocery store, and I told my daughter, I'm like, be careful opening the car door because there's a car next to us. And the crazy part about it is, before the car next to us got out the car, I looked at the people, I waved at them, said hey and everything. And so then her and her brother, my son, got into a little, communication back and forth. And when she goes to open the door, she boom. And she didn't open the door like a little tap. She was like, boom. And I was like, Lord Jesus, Father God, Lord Jesus, help me, Jesus, Lord Jesus, Father God. Because one, it was a Mercedes Benz too. I don't have a Mercedes. I don't.
Oh, it's a Benz.
And her car was clean. It was real clean. So it wasn't like one of the cars that already has. If anything,
It wouldn't blend in.
Yeah, that was the only nick she had in her car in forever.
Damn it,
right?
boy.
And so I was talking to myself, and I was thinking, and God was like, "Look, you can't do this. You can't do what you normally would have done. Because in the past, I would have just said, everybody, we got to go to another grocery store. They ain't got nothing in here. We got to go." But I was like, no.
Kids. Nothing to see here. Let's go.
But so what I did was I took my kids up into the grocery store and tried to go and get the stuff that I went there to get, and I just couldn't shake it. I couldn't shake it. And the guy walked past me, right? And then the first time he walked past me, I was like, and then he just walked past me. He didn't think nothing of it. So the second time he walked past me, that's when I knew God was like, look, you better do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what was going to happen on the other side if I didn't do it. So I walked up to the guy. I was like, sir, you guys was parked next to us, and my daughter accidentally bumped your car when we got out the car. So I wanted to let you know. So he was like, okay, well, let me give you let me get your number, and then let's go out to the car and look and see what it looked like, right? And so he took pictures, and then he said, we'll be in contact, and I gave him my number, and that was it. But the easiest thing could have been was just like, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in this life of ours, I would hate, especially as I always tell my kids, take accountability.
Yeah.
It would be better right then and there when it first happened instead of later down the line. Because who knows? You know what I'm saying? My kids may see the same thing may happen to them, and they may react the same way that I did, and I will feel honored the way I did. But if they, don't, we always teach our kids better, take accountability, because that's what you should do, because it's only right. That lady didn't ask for her car to be knocked on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I was the representative of good parenting in that, and hopefully my children learn from that.
Yeah, man, good example, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, man, my favorite quote. Mother Teresa said the best way to change the world is to be good parents, dog.
Hey, there you go.
And you did that. So and that's the thing, man, accountability. I deal with it myself, having a 3-year-old, right? She is making me very aware of stuff, because at the age of 3, and I'm telling her she can't say certain things, but if I'm singing a song and I say it, she's like, Daddy, don't say that. I'm like, here's where the boomer versus millennial play is at, right? So the boomers would be like, I can say that. Don't do what you see, do what I say, right?
Do what I say.
So, right.
Trying to be better than the boomers, right? So I'm like, okay, you right. Daddy need to work on that. But I let her know it's gonna take some time. Daddy got a potty mouth. So I'm working on that. You're gonna keep correcting me, but to learn from the boomers, because they would do the complete opposite of what they told us to do. So I'm gonna be like, okay, baby girl, my bad, but just work with me. And she does. She'd be like, Daddy, you right, because we gotta lead by example, man. Straight up.
Lead by example.
Accepting responsibility is the greatest thing you could teach the young generation, because that is what they are lacking the most, in my vision.
Bruh,
Nobody takes responsibility. None of these young people take responsibility for shit.
No, not at all.
I've seen.
And that's
it's everyone else's fault.
What's the phrase that's always said? Be the change you want to see.
Yep.
And I had to be the change.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I don't know how much is gonna hit me. But I pray, you know what I'm saying, I did a good deed, and I figured like this, like I have to do that. And I feel like by doing that, it's gonna work out in my favor.
Man, you threw something against the wall, and hopefully it all stuck.
Yeah. To his point. And I'm gonna manifest that or give an example of hoping it all stuck. Is the kids. You're changing the world by showing them to be better people. You know what I mean? Like at this point in time, when they get to something like that in their lives, they have a decision to make. Yeah. Now they can, well, my dad did this and he did the right thing. Maybe it'll hurt, maybe not. Maybe you might be straight, right? But one, you showed them integrity. So now they can use you as a reference, be like, hey, should I have integrity like my pops? And they love pops, right?
Yeah.
Or do I want to be this grimy motherfucker over here? Like,
Yeah.
you can't control either way, but at least you gave him the example. You know what I'm saying?
And that is gonna live with me and them for the rest of our lives. So in the event if they don't take responsibility of it, I can be like, look, remember when we were in the car and this what happened? All three of my kids was in the car. So I can tell it to whichever one who has a situation where if they flip up.
No, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I respect that, dog. I respect that because that's the only way to do it, man. And to Don's point, for the younger generations that don't take accountability or responsibility for stuff, I'm wondering what kind of examples they had. We got a comment said adults lead by example, and the only example they're taught is to pass the blame onto something else. Well, we're thinking the same. What was the 3938 DH3? We're thinking the same way. I was just like, I don't know, man. You was in my head because I was just thinking that, like, for the youngins that do that, who were they watching? You know what I mean? Like that. It's definitely a pandemic. With this, you know, people not wanting to take responsibility, but it's like we can't control the world, right? We can only control our world. So you're doing the right thing, man. I commend you for that. I'm gonna just drop, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe so I can go ahead and get paid to pay that bill.
That Mercedes-Benz, dog. Hey, I got a question for y'all.
How do we get more of those subscriptions?
Hey,
that's not the question.
Subscribe. I mean, that's a very relevant question. Wasn't the question, but that's a good question, sir. Good point. But my question for you, Dr. Poole, is were Mercedes-Benz popping in the 80s?
Man, Mercedes was pretty fly in the 80s, man. I would say. I think they were probably more Mercedes than there were BMWs at the time.
Yeah,
man.
Okay.
I think so.
What else was popping in the 80s?
Man, dude, a lot of things were popping in the 80s. But for me, the thing I remember popping the most, man, cartoons. Oh, man. I was born in 1982. So from 82 to 89, that's like 7 years or so, right? Like 7, 8 years or some shit like that.
I think that was the best cartoon era there.
It was good.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into that. You know, like
let's get to it.
Yeah, man. So,
IG, shout out to you. Much love to you, man.
I feel like one of the things that stood out the most to me about the cartoons in the 80s is they seem more simplified, you know, like the messaging was simple. You had the good guy and you had the bad guy, and the good guy had a couple friends and he needed his friends to beat the bad guy, and they spend the whole time trying to figure out how to beat the bad guy, and in the end they finally beat the bad guy. And then the next episode is the same thing, just with a different bad guy. And that's how I learned the difference between good and evil growing up in the 80s, man. What about you?
Good. Yeah. It helped. I mean, I had boomer parents, so those ass taught me the difference between good and evil. But the cartoons built on top of that too as well.
Okay. So if you guys had to think back to the 80s and pick maybe your best cartoon that you remember from the 80s. I'll give you a list. Here's a list of some of the
already got mine.
The main movies or TV shows that came out, right? Like we got He-Man, Masters of the Universe came out in 1983. We got the Smurfs, they came out in 1981. Transformers came out in 1984. We got Thundercats in 1985.
Thundercats.
G.I. Joe 1983, The Real American Hero. We got DuckTales, 1987, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 87, Inspector Gadget, 1983, Voltron, 1984. I'm about to say,
you better not miss Voltron.
The Real Ghostbusters, 1986, right? Muppet Babies, 1984. Garfield, 1988, Chippendales, Dungeons and Dragons, The Mask, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Care Bears, Jim, The Simpsons, 1989. The Simpsons dropped their first episode.
1989. Yo, that's what's up. I couldn't keep up with the bomb button. You was going too fast. The air horn. But yo, you asked what was my favorite?
Yeah, man, let's hear it.
Voltron. Dude, it just, I love the storyline. I love how so many rappers have made that reference. We come together and connect like Voltron. Like it's just, it was literally out of this world because it happened in space. So, but
Yep.
it was just a good story, man. Like so creative. I like it kind of had the Transformers vibe because I like Transformers too, but I just like that concept, man. And they rebooted that. Hey there, who that? OG go grown. I like that. Okay. I liked it so much. Netflix rebooted it maybe around, I think it was 2016-ish, something around that. I'm watching it, right? And I'm like, I'm so into the storyline. Against they just make great stories. Like, yo, Princess Allura was a hell of a hero, dog. I'm not gonna give it away if you haven't seen the reboot, but she was so dope. I was like, yo, if I ever have another daughter, I'm naming her after Princess Allura. Guess what my daughter's name is? Her name is Allura. Oh yeah. Everyone says it wrong. They say Allura, but her name's actually Allura after Princess Allura from Voltron. That's how much I love Voltron, and I'm actually eventually gonna get a tattoo of Princess Allura, because that's my daughter. So it's going down, dog. That's my show right there.
Damn. If you had a backup, let's go number 1 and number 2. What would be your fallback if you missed that show? What was another show you couldn't go without missing on Sunday morning or after school?
I'm gonna do it like this. By the power of Grayskull.
He-Man.
I got the power. That'll be my number 2 right there.
All right, man. Some Mumra action, right, man? I love the Mumra one-liners. I've been watching some YouTube videos, and it got like clips of all the Mumra one-liners, like you bubbling dolt and all his insults and shit. You bonehead! What a bonehead!
Good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Corey.
What about you, Corey, man? Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with I don't know, man. I didn't hear you say X-Men.
That wasn't 80s. That was 90s.
You're right. X-Men 90. Wait a minute. Was it the one?
Nah, X-Men was 90s. That's why you got the reboot. That's X-Men 97.
97. You're right.
Come on, let's go. Come on now. Come on.
Okay, so then let's go with
we'll do 90s cartoons next week.
There you go.
We gotta go with Voltron. Yes. Voltron, definitely. You gotta go with Transformers. You know what I'm saying? And what
was your favorite Transformer? Which one was your favorite?
Optimus, bro.
Why?
Optimus Prime, dog. Yeah.
Nah, none of y'all went for the little Volkswagen. No Bumblebee.
Roll out.
Nah, I don't even know why Bumblebee was that big when he came out to the movie, because I didn't look at him like a big major figure when I watched the cartoon. I didn't. I just think but you know what? The director is the person who directed the movie, and maybe his favorite person was Bumblebee. So he was like, let me just make him the main thing.
Yeah.
Like
I started rocking with Bumblebee after the movies, but I ain't even, to Corey's point, I never even paid him no attention in the cartoons.
Yeah. I guess that's a good point, man. I kind of like the bad. I like the ones that turned to jets. Those are my favorite ones, man. Whoever one's turned into a jet was the one I liked.
Ooh. The Decepticons.
They had the cooler vehicles, man.
They did.
Why do they always have the cool vehicles?
They did. They always had the dope stuff. But yo, Donald, what was yours? What was your number 1 favorite 80s cartoon?
Thanks for asking, man. My number 1 go-to Ninja Turtles, man. I was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles nuthead. Everything about Donatello, I tried to incorporate into my life. I tried to be that smart, nerdy guy. I would get broomsticks and try and twirl around broomsticks like that guy. You know, it dropped the movie. The movie came out. I became an even bigger nerd for the Ninja Turtles and whatnot. So I tried to catch that show every time it was on TV, man. And if I couldn't watch that, it was Thundercats. I really liked the Thundercats growing up, even though it dropped when I was like 3. I don't think I remember it much as 3, but like around 4 or 5 when I start remembering like the He-Mans and the Voltrons and the Thundercats. Thundercats was my favorite one out of those ones. So like followed by like Voltron, and then He-Man and G.I. Joe are kind of like, they were okay, you know. But Ninja Turtles was number 1 for me, man, all the way, dude. And
you said Ninja Turtles. What was your second one?
Man, second one would be the Thundercats, bro.
Thundercats was dope. I like Thundercats too. You had to hit them with that Thundercats. Ho!
Yeah, that's the one with Mumra, right? I was thinking of He-Man. What was the name? Skeletor was the bad guy in He-Man.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Made that mistake.
That's dope. So That hey, I did rock that Ninja Turtles too, man. When that Ninja Turtles movie came out,
Okay.
when
And Return to the
Raphael was
Ooze.
like, damn, that was like the biggest thing when we were kids. You like, Raphael said, damn. Hey, he said, damn, yo.
Yeah, right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Hey, Corey, who was your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Michelangelo, dude. Michelangelo was my favorite one. He
Yup.
was really cool, really hip, and he had orange. When I was a kid, orange was my favorite color. You know what I'm saying? And he had the nunchucks. Like,
Yeah.
That was dope back in the 80s. The nunchucks was dope back in the 80s.
yeah, man. He reminded me of Bruce Lee.
Yep.
Right. What about you, G? Who's your favorite one?
Michelangelo. It's the
Same
same dude.
one, huh?
I like his vernacular. He was like Cowabunga, man. Like
Cowabunga,
totally radical. Like I used to talk like him.
It's
Well,
funny
you know,
how
there's,
cartoons racist.
Yeah,
no,
for
well,
real.
let's I want to talk about the Simpsons a little bit because they're still making like, and I got a little bit of trivia too, a couple little trivia questions.
Let's do it.
Real quick, when I saw the Simpsons at the bottom of the list in 1989, it struck me of how old I really am. Like, fuck, man, I watched this cartoon series for like 30 years of my life.
Yeah.
Over 30 years of my life, these guys have been putting out a TV show. And it fucking amazes me that they haven't gone away, man. What do you think is the secret behind the Simpsons and them having such a long lasting impact on society as a cartoon?
Oh, I could tell you with the Simpsons, they would say the stuff that we wanted to say but couldn't, and it was a cartoon. It was a cartoon, like, you know what I'm saying? Eat my shorts, right? like wait, what? Eat your what? But then it seemed cool because when the Simpsons came out, I was 8. You know what I'm saying? And Bart was like talking mess about his pops. You know what I'm saying? Which I think every 8-year-old probably did to their father.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Marge seems like she was like the generic, not generic, but the like housewife. Maggie, you know what I'm saying? She was like the little sister that would get away with stuff. And then Lisa was like uber talented, but was like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like shying herself away because of Bart. But when she picked up that saxophone, she was like dope. So yeah, man. I think it was relatable, man.
Yeah, and I think the fact that it spun off the Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah.
I used to watch the Tracy Ullman show when I was real little, and I remember they would have that little segment of The Simpsons, and then it went out on its own. And it was a banger, just the clips they had on the Tracy Ullman show. And they just
old animation.
Yeah, man, and it just blew up on its own, and a lot of creativity, man. A lot of good creativity. I don't know. They're just some creative people, and maybe Corey is right, man. They just said a lot of the stuff, at least back then, that I was thinking the whole "eat my shorts" or the thing that stuck with me, or even with Homer, whenever he would just drool over stuff, man. Like real stuff, man. Like
donuts.
Donuts. Yeah, that was good stuff, man. I felt like The Simpsons was like the cartoon version of Married with Children.
Yes, you hit it on the nail.
Yeah, and I love Married with Children. So I loved it, man. I love that show. It was amazing. I haven't watched it in a little bit, but they say that like The Simpsons, they predicted like all kind of stuff, like when Trump won the first time, and there's a few things they said The Simpsons predicted it.
Yeah.
Look, if anything,
we did a special on it a little while back. Simpsons did it, as South Park would say. Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, I got a little bit of trivia, man. We got a couple. I want to ask a couple questions real quick, man, just to kind of end this on a funner note. Unless you guys wanted to add anything on the '80s cartoons.
Let's hit that trivia.
Yeah, all right. This ain't just limited to the '80s. This is '90s trivia too, man. I just got some. Is off the. You guys ever watch Rocko's Modern Life?
No.
Rocko's Modern Life.
All right, you know the song. What is the name of Rocko's faithful but often confused dog?
Damn, I don't remember.
Think about it. You got a couple seconds.
Chime in the comments if y'all know that answer.
If y'all know the answer.
Because I don't know.
Dog from Rocko's Modern Life.
What was his name?
Dog's name was Spunky. His name was Spunky.
Damn it, boy.
All right, here's a little bit easier. When you guys ever watched the cartoon show Gargoyles?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Which city serves as the backdrop for most of the adventures in Gargoyles?
Damn. Dude, it's been like at least 30 years since I watched that cartoon.
No excuse.
Something.
He gonna say no excuse, but he know because this is his
He
segment.
did the research, you cheater. I want to say Gotham, but I know that's not it.
Right? I was thinking about the same thing.
It's New York. New York City.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it, boy.
Specifically, modern day Manhattan is where they were from.
Okay. Yeah, I was too young to pay attention to that back then.
Right. All right. Here goes one. Here's the deep cut, man. Here's one for the 80s, if I recall, right? You guys remember Beavis and Butthead? There was another cartoon show called Daria. Y'all remember that cartoon show called Daria?
I never watched that one.
Yeah.
No?
Yep.
All right. She went to high school. What was the name of her high school for anybody out there listening? If you could name the high school that Daria went to, we'll give you a special shout out on the show, either this week or next week if this happens to be a clip. But so I'm not gonna give you the answer. I'm not gonna give you the answer yet. Huh?
Lawndale.
God damn it, you got it. Did I say it already? All right, you got it. That's it.
Okay, great. Yeah, man. Google is
Twitter. He was Twitter finger.
Google is fast.
I ain't cheat though.
Here's a geeky one. What is the name of the superpowered chaotic hero whose alter ego is Dexter Douglas?
Doug.
Nope.
Doug.
Dexter Douglas. Alter ego.
Is that from the show Dexter?
Dexter's Laboratory?
I think so. Freakazoid.
Oh.
Was that Dexter's Laboratory?
I think so. It just says Dexter Douglas. I don't know. I never watched Dexter's Laboratory really, but
oh man, I love it.
when I saw it, it reminded me of the song. I'm Freakazoid. Don't wanna wind me up. There's another 80s song right there, right? And that's been your millennial moment, man.
Hey.
Hey, you got me feeling real millennial right now. You took me back, boy. Like
so nostalgia.
Yeah. A lot
Those Gen Xers are probably feeling it a little bit too, man. You know, they're like teenagers. You know, teenagers be watching cartoons.
Show did. Yeah, man. That's what's up. That another good show, man.
So we definitely got to do the 90s next week, man.
We got to do 90s.
All right.
That's what we doing. 90s, you got to hit us with that 90s trivia.
I will. I'll do 90s trivia.
Next week. Y'all know what next week is.
What's next week?
New Year's.
The last Monday. And Geronimo, since you have not came up with your New Year's resolution, I have an idea for everybody. If you don't have it next Friday.
I came up with mine. We talked about it.
Yeah, but we didn't make what was it again?
We'll talk about it next week.
Good one. Good one. But Donald, you remember yours, right? Donald, what was yours?
He already
I'm trying to make $2,000 more a month. I'm halfway there, just about.
Okay, I thought you hit it already.
Yeah, no, I think but the way it's going, I'll have that shit hit by like March, bro. March or April.
That's what's up.
My goal is to be able to eat 1 meal a day for the whole year of 2026.
You did say that. You did say that.
And I've done it 4 times since I made that quote.
Congratulations, bro.
Congrats,
that's tough,
man.
dude. That's hard.
It is very tough.
Sharing them now, I guess. Mine was just to be more consistent. I'm more consistent with my workout regimen, consistent with being better with my time. Can't manage it because time flows no matter what. You really can't manage time, right? But utilizing my time better, right? To where I'm spending a good amount of time with family, but I don't slip with the hustle too. Like that's my main thing is just being consistent with my health and being consistent with that whole work-life juggle. No balance, right? Because I don't believe in balance because sometimes the scale has to be like this for one and then it has to go like this for the other. So
yeah,
just being better at that dance. You know what I mean? So that's my goal for 2026, man.
For
That's
sure,
what's
for
up,
sure.
bro.
Yeah, man.
It's achievable, man.
It's achievable. The thing about it is, I like to put measure marks on everything I do. And last year, I told myself that I'm gonna get in the gym. I'm gonna lose 44 pounds because I turned 44 this year, and I did that. Feel me?
Hey,
So next year, I need to lose 45 pounds.
for the
You know what I'm
fifth.
saying? So then, because the goal is honestly, you know what I'm saying, being a big dude. I want to remain healthy, and most of the bigness is actually skin now. It's more so just skin, because over like within the last, I would say, what is this 2025?
Mhm.
The last 13 years, I've lost 200 pounds. Right?
It's
Nice,
amazing,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
nice.
You know, gained some, but lost half of what I gained back. You know what I'm saying? So I lost 200 pounds. I gained about 100, and then I lost about 55 so far. So ultimately, I've only gained 44 pounds, right?
Mhm.
But the skin is skin. You feel me?
Yeah,
The skin is there.
The skin
But
is skinning.
yeah, but the goal, you know what I'm saying, is obviously to remain healthy and have a long lasting life.
Bro.
And for anybody who knows this, the older you get, the harder it is for you to lose weight. The harder it is for you to be able to do the activities that you need to do to lose weight. And it's also harder for you to stay consistent. And you know, I feel at 44 and going into 45, you know what I'm saying? If I stay on the same track, it's a challenge. But guess what? If it don't challenge you, it doesn't change you.
True.
yeah.
Facts.
You want to live long and see your kids have kids, have
Yeah.
kids. Your kids,
Shoot.
kids have kids.
I
It's a
want to
good
be
feeling.
able, dude. I want to be able to live a full life, a full fulfilled life. That doesn't necessarily have to be like 80 or 90, but it does mean that I want to be able to be at the point where my kids move out and they go to college somewhere. I can go set up shop over out there if I want to work. If I don't want to work, you know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah,
want to just check my portfolio and be like, okay, yeah, all right, cool, babe, where we going? You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Chime in the comments, man. If you're watching this, let us know what are your 2026
2026.
goals. I just say goals because New Year resolution, that puts I feel like that makes it temporary, but maybe 2026 is the year to start some goals and then build from those goals. That's what I'm working on. So that's what's
Yeah.
up, man. So hey, I wish nothing but success to you, Donald. You gonna get that. You gonna make $4,000 extra, man.
Oh,
I don't know if I want it, man. That's a lot of extra. That's like that's like 2 extra hours a day, man.
that's
5 days a
only if you
week.
make it.
That's only if you
That's
want
only
it.
if you
I
make
feel
it.
that. I feel that. I feel that. All
Yeah,
money ain't
I've
good
never
money.
been a super hungry go getter like that, and that's kind of been what's stopped me from acquiring wealth is I don't have that desire to be wealthy, you know. And it's
You know, I think you got to look at it different, Donald. You provide a great service. I think the fact is you're trying to measure the service you're providing by the market that you're in.
yeah,
If you look at it like this, if you just charge an extra $200 more per client, then you're going to be making an extra $1,000 per 5 clients. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes,
yeah, it's a little bit tough in my industry
well, it could be
because
tough
it's
in
so
the
much of
industry.
a.
Competition.
I would love to get into it though. Maybe we could spend some time in like a business section or some shit. We could talk about
Yeah,
it because the independent life as a contractor, independent contractor, is difficult
I'm
because you
the
got to
same
make
way.
those decisions. Like, fuck, what do
Yeah,
I really want to do? How much do I
Yeah.
want to? How much do I want to
Yeah.
invest? You know, like.
no, yeah, I feel you. You know what I mean? But see, you're more in service field, so it requires more of you hands on, and I
Yeah,
get that. But with those type of jobs, usually people pay a lot more. Like that's why plumbers charge like $1,500 for removing the sink, piping, and all that stuff, right? Because it takes them a whole day's work, right? You know what I'm saying?
well,
Consider,
write it down. That would be
yeah,
my best advice. Anybody with your goals, write that shit down and put it somewhere where you can see it every single
every
day,
day.
like on a whiteboard by the door. So you're constantly reminding yourself and even have a pathway to get there so you could check stuff off. When you write shit down and you start checking stuff off, man, it feels so good. to see yourself actually accomplishing the goals, you know, as you get there, write it down, man.
Yeah, or making your screensaver. That's what I did. I did my screensaver. And everything that happened, I put on my screensaver, except for 2 things manifested. The weight loss manifested, the client increase didn't manifest, but the finances manifested.
There you go.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we look at it like, hey, I want more clients because I want more money. But ultimately, let's just skip out the more client part and just say I want to get more money. And then what I could do is raise the prices for the clients that I currently have.
Oh, there you go. Heck yeah. That's
called
news
you can use.
News you can use right there. Boom. I like that. Hey. The phrase I was looking for is you just started looking for more high-end clients. There you go.
Yeah, that's what it is. Higher end, probably.
Yeah, like become the Gucci of pool maintenance. There you go.
I could go more independent and stop doing as much subcontracting. So I got a lot of guys who are taking little percentages out too, you know. So that's the choice.
There's a way.
You know?
There's a way.
Yeah.
Hey man, hey, good stuff, man. You got me over here reflecting and stuff. That's good, man. So yeah, we're gonna have that deep dive. We talking about what, the 90s cartoons next week, 90s trivia next week. I'm excited.
Yeah. I don't really got too much, man. Maybe we could do a Dave Chappelle recap from the show, man. We did highlight him as the hero.
True.
We just dropped that special on Netflix, man.
Did you watch it?
I did, man. I did watch it. It was amazing.
There's a lot to talk about, yeah.
Dude, he pretty much, like, everything we talked about on that show, our opinions, he fucking affirmed in his comedy special this weekend.
We're gonna do that breakdown next week. But yeah, man, it's time to wrap this thing on up because the wife is working and I gotta go to the grocery store. So hey, we real around here.
Yeah, we got live.
Cool. We was talking about it. So let the folks know what you can help them with if they're in the LA surrounding areas.
Yeah, man, cleaning pools and spas. You can reach me here at d.r pool and spa service @gmail.com. And I can give you some quotes or answer some questions going into wintertime. And you can follow me on social medias here at don.rumpf. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram.
The main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni. What do you help folks with?
Hey, it's your main man with the game plan, Corey Giovanni. And if you're in the area or you're in the market for social media marketing, I am an independent contract agent that will help you get views on your tube, or on your gram, on your book, on your TikTok, or on your X. Whatever you need, we can do it to make you proceed. Make sure you click the link in the description right there. Book a free consultation, and we'll find you a roadmap to success. And guess what? I won't even break your bank.
And I'm Geronimo. I'm just going to ask you when you scroll down to click his link to get your help with what you want help with, whatever you choose. Hey, man, make a pit stop on that link for the merchandise. Get you some merch, some technically speaking merch. Represent, man. Let the folks know that you down with the team, man. Other than that, one last thing I got to ask you. Click that like button. Click that subscribe button. And keep joining us Mondays nights around 7-ish. So we real around here, okay? We may start on time, we might not. I don't know. Yeah, we make the effort, right? But
until we get that contract with Netflix, we starting on our time.
We start on our time. But hey, thanks for showing love for everyone that did show love to us. Y'all have a good week. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Hopefully
Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah,
Feliz Navidad,
all that.
Festivus.
Y'all have some good times out there, man. Y'all be safe out there. We out of here.
Peace. Festivus.